Hi, my name is Julia. Thank you all for being here. This is crazy. I'm here today as a registered nurse with over 30 years of experience. I'm a member of the Washington State Nurses Association, AFT, and a very proud union member. I'm also here to share a nurse's perspective on something that many of you may not realize is going on. One that some of you may never be aware of how it will affect your communities. We gather at a crazy moment. I just can't even believe some of the stuff that's happened, and I'm sure you can't either. And one of the things that has happened is that two of the most essential professions in our society, nursing and teaching, are being deliberately devalued. The recent decision to remove these two fields from the list of recognized professional occupations is not just a bureaucratic shift. It is a direct attack on the workers who care for our families and educate our children, and because these professions are overwhelmingly made up of women, it is also an unmistakable attack on us. This decision was made by the current Department of Education under the Trump administration. You can boo if you want. They chose to strip nurses and educators of their professional status. These actions diminish the standing of millions of workers whose expertise is vital to the well-being of our communities. We all know that nurses guide us through our most vulnerable moments, and years of training and clinical judgment and compassion are what they bring to the table. And we know that teachers shape the next generation and build the foundation of our future. These roles are all complex, demanding, and grounded in rigorous education. They are professionals in every sense of the word. When the Trump administration, did you want to boo again? Okay. And the Department of Education decided these jobs no longer qualify as professional, they sent a clear message that work done primarily by women can be downgraded and dismissed. This continues, as we know, a long, harmful pattern in which women's labor is undervalued and where we are still paid less on average than men across many fields. These actions will push that inequality even further, and the consequences extend beyond the workplace. These attacks come alongside broader efforts that harm women directly, like cuts to healthcare services, denial of reproductive care, and the loss of a number of OB services and hospitals in many communities across our entire nation. Where I work in a rural area on a reservation has closed its doors to OB care because it wasn't making enough money. The impact on nursing specifically is very severe because removing this professional title undermines standards that protect them, making it easier to cut wages, benefits, and job protections. This is not about titles. It's about eroding the rights of workers to advocate for fair treatment and safe staffing. And now, when there aren't enough medical providers, this also erodes the financial help that nurses who become nurse practitioners, midwives, and anesthetists are no longer able to get federal grants or loans because of this. It also threatens the systems that we depend on and the standards that we want to give our patients and the children that we teach. It's going to cause many more shortages in healthcare and education. When these professions suffer, all communities suffer. So I, as a nurse, along with all my fellow nurses and teachers, want to tell you that we see you. We will continue to be here to care for you no matter what. But, there's always a but, we need your help. So what can we all do together? We can rise up, we can march forward, and above all else, we can vote. We are powerful individually, and we are unstoppable together. Thank you for being here.